Hello dear viewers, this is Today's Gaming here, and today we are back on Outer Worlds. So we're still here. The reason I wanted to go back to the ship and start there, but the quest marker is appearing right over the the gate. So I didn't want to end up going there, and it ends up starting like the next half. So yeah, that's why we're here, and I didn't want to risk like walking up to the city and something happening. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just fast travel there and see where it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to our ship and get off of this planet. I feel like Moralo Eval on Clone Wars. To those of you who don't understand the reference, in episode Clone Wars, Obi-Wan disguised himself as a bounty hunter, and there was this guy, Moralo Eval, and they got stuck on, like, he was trying to get a plan out of Moralo Eval that he was going to commit, and at one part they got stuck on, like, this planet, and every time they tried to leave, something happened, and like, he desperately wanted to leave the planet. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel like that because I really want to just leave this planet. Honey, I'm home. Yeah, I know that this doesn't need to be closed, but it's more personal preference. I mean, I prefer it closed. Hey, baby. Okay, let's go ahead and contact Phineas and his lab assistant Ferb. Oh, we're actually going to him now. Wunderbar.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
With it being that close to a planet, it's like, why hasn't anyone found it yet? Those two already had their time on the planet, so I'm gonna pick them to come with me, because those two spent enough time with me on the planet, and personally I kind of just want to get away from them.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does
No.
this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
I could have sworn I just heard someone whispering. Oh. Hey, Phineas, just a heads up, your ship is not looking like it's in good condition still. And, before you ask, no, you cannot borrow parts from my
I'm just
ship.
securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Securing your... what?
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
There's a shrink ray. Yeah, Phineas, I'll talk to you in a second. But first... mine.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Found it. You literally had it sitting on the table where, like, right in front of me. You spent over 4 decades with nothing but technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in the similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Good to know. Yeah, so I'm guessing that this is actually where he dropped us. Like, we weren't on his ship when he ejected us onto the planet. No, we were actually here. Because I recognize the drop pods and everything. Tamed cannon? Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him and see why he's not, like, why he's hiding behind a glass case.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I went behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What was that, Minister Clark? What?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable. have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
So you're the captain's mysterious associate. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Well, do you expect me to have a ship and not a crew? Like, dude, really. Just calm down.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
I'll say one more thing.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Okay. Oh, I can apparently get them weapons. And I can also upgrade them. Well, that would have been good to know. And I can set their weapons. Again, that would have been good to know. Oh boy. Come on. Okay, so now that I know that, when I go down to the planet, I'm taking Felix and Nyoka with me. But this time I'm going to make it so they use ranged weapons and attack from a distance. Then maybe they'll stay alive. But yeah, I mean, what was he expecting? I can't have a ship and not a crew. Like, yeah, it's not a big ship, but still, I mean... Plus, like, I need a crew in case, like, something happens and I have backup. Like I say, though, I do like our ship. Although, it's not exactly what I was...
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're showing a drink upstairs.
Okay, I'm curious.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked. So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Is doing it. Phineas is trying to do good for the colony, and I want to help.
I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot. Wasn't even the right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
Okay, I kind of don't like that she's kind of leading me to betray him.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
No.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to. Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
I don't know. I kind of don't like the way like that she's trying to get me to turn against
we
him.
have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes. Why is that so hard to understand? Look, I'm sure you've seen what the board does. Yeah, we're not siding with them. Like, seriously, when we needed help, like when we were stuck on that ship, frozen in cryo, did they come help us? No. They left us to stay floating out there for the rest of our lives.
Orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
All because it would have
word, Captain?
ruined their reputation. Maybe I shouldn't have brought her along down.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
Like?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like she's kind of working on another angle on this, because especially what she just said to me earlier. I don't know. I gained mixed signals from you, but guess I'll help her out if she needs it.
Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. I'll go with that.
Yeah, exactly. Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. You're the boss. Anything else?
Something tells me that this isn't going to be a normal family visit. Okay, I'll take Ellie. Parvati can stay on the ship because she's the engineer. I really gotta get more guys on this ship. I'll go with Felix. Yeah, I really gotta get some more male characters on my ship. I really want to get the robot working, which I need to look up a video on how to, or just something on how to, because I really want that robot working. Okay, let's see where we gotta... Oh. Okay. No, I'm just surprised because usually the game makes us have to go way far somewhere else to meet up with someone, but guess not this time.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, you're supposed to be meeting with me. Why else would I get off the ship and immediately come to you?
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Duh.
Yeah. You're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Okay, anything you can tell me about that can, you know, help me get in? Like, because of course it's heavily guarded. Came here just for one little thing, one little mineral or chemical. And naturally, it's not going to be easy. So, what can you tell me?
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Whatever. I'm better with bird terms. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct. The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
I mean, not really. I mean, a lot of families, whenever they grow up, they end up living around the same area.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Sounds like my old job. I had all these bang-up ideas, you know? Like making everybody haul their own damn boxes. Never did catch on, though.
That's what I mean. Everyone needs a suggestion box so they can voice their thoughts. So what if nothing changes? Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people. like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
You know, I'm really regretting that I even started this conversation.
Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Yeah, I'm not starting another conversation with her. Okay, let's go try to get into this place where we can get a chemical that we apparently need. It's like, it could never just be straightforward, just get the chemical and then go. No, it always has to be difficult.
Wouldn't it be something...
Anti-Creole ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, C&P.
I only wish they weren't showing...
Let's go try this place and get what we need. Like, I know I was saying that if I have to pick a game to stop playing for a while to focus on others, I would pick this one. I'm not saying I don't like this game. Like, it has amazing scenery and everything. It's just... I don't know. I do like the game, but I don't know. Just something about it.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Huh. Really? Do tell.
Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters. Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That
you keep
means
telling
I
yourself
got a
that.
key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Yeah, I took one off of a dead guy, so brag all you want.
That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all very high level. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka. Oh, maybe they got some at the bar.
Spectrum vodka. Spectrum
Have you
vodka.
tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
No, I haven't, Mr. Conan O'Brien.
Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Okay, think you want a Spectrum vodka. Yeah, I got a pretty good amount of money, so I'm not worried about spending.
Hey, you look familiar. Have we met before? Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Yup.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws, I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
I do like that they actually do animate him actually drinking it, like, instead of just like they do like in the Fallout games, like where they hand him the bottle and then they just do a dialogue of, "Oh, what's going on? I don't feel good."
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Ugh. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick. I just need to sit down.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I've always loved that.
I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, I now know what kind of helmets they wear. So...
Sculpture.
It's an orrery. Can you see that?
What? Oh! I want it! It's so cute! Oh,
Maybe we lose.
it's so cute! I want to bring it back to the ship. I wonder if you can get a pet. Like, really, I wonder if you can get a pet on here.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of vagrants and undesirable.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
Really? You have to advertise even when you're giving someone a warning? Wow, the corporation is bad.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Oh, he's expecting a package, is he?
Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
You know what? Even without telling me, you sure were helpful. Like,
You must be joking.
just saying, dude. Maybe don't tell a stranger, like, something they're not supposed to know.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Good for you, bro. Good for you. I don't care. Yeah, maybe don't keep my weapons out.
All right, hushing up.
Okay, so I can't pickpocket.
Well, you're getting an early start on the day's parcels, aren't you? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy. We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clark, comma... You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service team. That means you'll have to sign a release form.
Oh boy. More paperwork.
Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment. Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years, but I could give my successor a memo on your behalf. You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box.
The minister's here in Byzantium. I'll make the delivery and you're free to take the credit.
You do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long way in my semi-monthly employment audit. Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clark, comma, minister. Law speed.
Well, that worked out better than I thought. Where's my armor? I want to put my armor back on. I'll stick with that. It's not that much. It's 33 armor, and my other one's 39. I'll put that one back. I'll put the other one back on later. But yeah, I mean, sometimes persuasion is the best thing. And I try not to intimidate, because if I intimidate, that could then lead to something, and it could then ruin my chances of getting in. So it's better to try to make a deal, then things tend to go a lot more smoothly. Yeah, I was hoping I could wear the armor and just be able to walk in, but apparently this game doesn't work that way.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or... Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
Also, I thought we came here for a chemical. Like, so why are we... Why are we here? I thought that... No, I mean, I probably just wasn't paying attention, and this guy probably has something to do with the chemical. Again, really wish he would stop taking his weapon out. Okay, what's my quest objective? Okay, I guess I just gotta speak with him. Okay, let's go ahead and get this package delivered and get what we need.
How did you get in here?
Well, first I walked through the front door, then I walked up the stairs, and I turned that corner, then I stood right here and I said, "Okay, let's deliver this package and get what I need." Then I opened this door and walked in, then you said, "Hey, how'd you get in here?" And then I explained how I got in here, and now we're here. Any questions? No? Good.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella, if that is his real name.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
I'm here for... whatever.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I ain't buying it, boss. I said we check him for drugs.
Will that be all, then?
Okay, keep up the attitude, and you're going through a window.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
And let me guess. You want me to go talk to the guy about it, and then we're gonna start a whole thing. I see where this is going, dude. Just cut to the chase.
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
If by look for details he means knock things about and take what we like, count me in.
That's certainly one way of doing things. Far be it from me to dictate your methods.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
I just want what I came for, and so I can go. What is with you people?
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. Well, you won't have much human company down there. Plenty of sprats and automechanicals, though. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Wait! Brockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Brockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're telling us you gathered up a whole mess of evidence on the board's corruption. How big is this cartridge again?
Large enough, I assure you. That's why you must transmit the data to the Earth Directorate and hope for their speedy intervention. Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
So, usual thing. We go through all that trouble to get in here. Now we have to go through all the trouble to get out of here. And now we have to go do something else to beat another guy. It's like...
The Acropolis District is off limits. Move along.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis District.
And yet, I still have a pretty good amount of money left.
Board's just showing off.
Now, naturally, I can't keep bribing everyone, because if I keep bribing everyone, then it's just gonna... then I'm gonna be broke. But... we do what we gotta do. I mean... I have a feeling it's a metal detector. Let's see if we can find another way through. If not, then we will do things the other way. Now, I'm pretty sure they were talking about a hidden way in, but I'm pretty sure I have already burned that bridge. So, yeah. And none of these doors open, so let's, I guess, just go this way.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high-priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Don't worry, boss, I got a plan. First, we get ourselves some tossball sticks, right? Then we sidle up to him all polite-like.
You do that. The rest of us will watch.
Yeah. Seriously, Felix, if you do that, I'm not backing you up. You will be on your own. If we do this right, then maybe we can slip in, then slip out with no incidents. But I'm serious. If you start something, I am leaving you to die. Felix, I like you, okay? But no, you sometimes have very bad plans. You do not... We'll talk about this later, but I swear if you start anything, I will throw you out the airlock. I will throw you out the airlock, pull you back into the ship, and continue the process just for the amusement.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
They kind of like Doom Guy a little bit. There has to be another way. There has to be another way in. You two.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do for you? I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Oh my god. These people in their... These people in their forms. Like... Which one of you opened the dang door? Keep that door closed. Ellie.
Look at this fancy office. Chairman's bleeding the whole colony dry.
Oh, I thought that was a sword at first. Okay, but what's going on with the giant hole? Whoa.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters.
I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity.
Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I always knew the board was crooked, but this is just evil.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Yeah. Like, that's gonna be a no. Like, anything useful? Anything in the desk? Oh, I thought that was a different guy at first. I was like, what happened to the other guy? He's kind of left pretty fast. Well, on the plus side, that was easier than I thought it would be. Right? Let me, Yep. I just gotta retrieve the dimethyl sliflifliflif. I gotta say, everyone in this place, they really like their forms. What? Oh, okay, I gotta get downstairs. Hi. Okay, that's a restricted
I think I'm
area.
gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been pounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Wait a minute. So they're interrogating him because he made the wanted posters for Phineas Wells. Like, really, because he made the wanted posters to advertise saying, hey, if you see this guy, well, police. Because he made those, they arrested him as suspicion that he's with him. These people are corrupt on a whole new level.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
What level clearance? You're just making up words.
Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. What?
I really should have turned those things off.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through, and let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
Guessing we go not this way. Yeah, with how many people are in here, yeah, it's... I mean, yeah, I can take them in a fight and all, but... having to fight them, that's just more things I gotta worry about, and then I could end up leaving the building, and then there's more fighting. I really just don't want to have to fight my way back to the ship. Cryopods.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had the techs run the trial.
What? Huh?
Heads up, boss!
Bring him down! I'll take this one. I'll hold it back!
Got it, boss!
I think I might have went the wrong way.
What? Some open!
Okay, you're going first, because you got that big gun.
Thought I saw something.
Okay. Okay, y'all can handle the rest.
On your feet, Felix!
Come on. Really, Felix? Really? He had barely any health left and y'all couldn't kill him. Wow. I guess this is the that cryo project he was talking about on this video thing. That's why he has it. He has it because he's doing cryo stuff. Like, he's putting people in cryo, and like Phineas said, that compound keeps them alive. Reducing the concentration to 0% will result in cancellation of experiment and loss of associated data. Experimental integrity and lost subject vitality can maintain by leaving. Okay, I'm gonna save because that's kind of one of those big choices. So look, I can't doom these people because then I'll be no better than the board. Like, these people were put in cryo sleep because of the board, and they didn't have a choice either. So yeah, I'm not killing them. I'm not doing them like the board doomed us. So Phineas, he's going to have to make do with what he got.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Calm down, Ada.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. Reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Yeah, and what do you want? Because, lady, I don't trust you. Because look at what you did. You're bored. Let my friends, my family, everyone I know just drift in space, and you were gonna do nothing about it. So let's just cut it and just tell me what I want to know.
I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Your cooperation. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Yeah, no. Because Wells saved me, okay? And he wants to help. And honestly, look, I don't know the guy, so I can't trust him. But let me tell you something. I've seen the work you've been doing. You've been oppressing these people. Like, I know what you're all about. So, I don't trust you either. So, this is probably going to be one of the first and few times of, unless I talk to her again, I'm going to go with this option.
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Yeah, she has given me zero reason to trust her, considering
We've arrived at Phase
everything
6
I've
orbital lab.
seen. And let me guess, I would turn him in. They would call me over to congratulate me and say all this stuff. Next thing I know, I'm getting knocked out and I'm back in those cryopods. So you know what? No. She can go blow it out her exhaust port.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
You see, that is why I don't trust her. Because that is their plan. Everyone's starving, so they're just gonna freeze them to save their own butts.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
There has to be something else with... Look, you have to understand, I couldn't just let those people die. There has to be something else we can do, come on.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. uncorrupted by the Board. The Board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the Board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us, skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. So, and if we can bring them here, they'll be safer. Therefore, if we bring them here, they'll be safer, and we can then figure out a solution to then save them all. Like, again, Phineas, you have to understand, I couldn't let those people in there die. The Board put them in there, and they were in the same boat as us. To kill them, that would have made us no better than the Board.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The Board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. Certainly. How can I help? It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the Board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly.
Yeah, I've seen your
That
ship.
is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
He has a point. We have to take the risk. If we don't, then it's like he said. They're gonna start ejecting those people into space just to save face, and then use this ship as a cryo prison.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The Board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors. Huh.
Okay, so that sounds like it's going to be a... Like, that sounds like it's gonna be a, like, something major. So we're gonna save that for the next episode because it kind of sounds like there might end up being some fighting that we're gonna have to do. So I want to make sure that I can do those and not have to worry about like going over my time limit, which we're actually getting there around that time limit now. So like I just don't want to go for too long. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Next episode we're going to go save the colonist and
You know, that escape pod has a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
okay. But yeah, in the next episode we're going to go to the Hope and we're gonna save the colonists and all that and bring them here, because like I said, there's no telling how long that'll take, there's no telling what will happen, there's no telling about anything. But let's just think, I mean, if that's his ship and that's what happened to it just from him doing a skip jump with only his ship, I'm about to do a skip jump with the Unreliable with the Hope. There's no telling how that's gonna go, but we'll find out in the next one. So yeah, guess wish us luck for the next one. So yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. So with all of that being said, thanks all you so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, leave a like, and as always, please leave me a comment down below, because the comments are the only way that I can improve on these. And if you want to chime in directly or check out updates on the channel, check me out on my Twitter and Instagram at Antilles Gaming. I also live stream every Friday at 7:30 p.m. We on Twitch. If you would like to,
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
thank you. If you want to check out my live stream, by all means head on over on Friday 7:30 Central in the afternoon, and just have a watch, have a nice conversation. And with all that being said, I'll see all of you in the next episode.